why EFT will get worse. So, for, I don't know, going on 2 years now, I've done updates on the state of the game. I always update when there's ban waves. I update when BSG manages to find a way to remove cheats, abilities, and features. I constantly am updating on all that kind of stuff. So, usually how it works is there's a cycle, and the cycle is we have a wipe. Oh my god, I need that. Yeah, so I've noticed there's a cycle, okay? Game wipes. Everyone's excited, everyone comes back to the game. That's usually the best time to play because for a cheat to work, a cheat developer has to work out what new every time there's a game update before a cheat someone can use a cheat safely and not get banned. Before someone can start selling cheats to people, they have to know that the person won't get instantly banned. Okay, so whenever BSG does an update or changes the game files in any way, a cheat developer has to turn his cheats off so that no one can use it. Then he has to look through, see what's been changed, see what features to remove from his cheat, see what features he can put in his cheat, turn his cheat back on, start selling his cheat again, and also ping everyone in the entire community and say the cheat is back up now. Everyone can continue cheating. If you've watched my channel, you've seen my update videos when there's a wipe or when there's an update. Usually for a day or two, cheats will go down on a wipe. That's because a ton of stuff changes in the game. Now, this wipe, cheats went down for a day or two. That's probably better. Oh, it's only 20 slots though. Sure enough, they all came back up a day or two later, right? Well, one thing I noticed when they came back up is a ton of features from before were back. Now, usually what happens is from going off the multiple wipes before this one that I've reported on, this wipe, nothing really changed. Like nothing happened. Like nothing changed. If anything, more cheaters now have more abilities and features and things that they can do that they weren't able to do before. Now that doesn't mean, usually how it works is they'll remove, let's say for example, I'll use looting through walls. BSG will find a way to detect the people doing that and ban them, okay? Then what they'll do is what they've done now is they've lessened the distance that you can loot an item through a wall. It used to be insane. It used to be they could reach like 3 meters through a wall, okay? Then what they did was they lessened the distance. So unless that item is literally on the other side of the wall, then you couldn't get it. Then they removed that completely. But then recently, they removed it completely and then some cheats did it so that you could only loot through a wall if it was inside of a container for some reason. I don't know, whatever. I'm not a rocket scientist, I'm not a developer, I have 10 IQ, I'm an idiot, okay? But then all of a sudden, now it's all back. It doesn't have to be in a container, it can be 3 meters away. Now it's all back. I don't know what's changed in the game. I don't know what's different now. All the things that they took away and removed from cheats are now back again and are in cheats again. And then on top of that, there hasn't been I make videos when there's ban waves. I make videos and I say the numbers, the amount of people, whether it was the highest sold cheat, whether it was a couple of under ones, whether it was a DMH, whatever it might be. I haven't found one single ban wave in Escape from Tarkov in 9-10 months. BattlEye is doing nothing. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're tied up in other games. Maybe they're tied up with other things going on. I don't know. They're doing absolutely nothing for BSG right now. Zero. So everything that's happening in the game right now, every ban, like 95% of them are BSG. Yes, BattlEye still might detect some old crappy garbage cheats that someone cut and pasted from 2 years ago off some free website. Yes. But in the grand scheme of things, most cheats that people are using, they're buying it, and it's from people that are updating them, that are regularly giving their users updates because it's their responsibility because they're charging people for that cheat. There's been no ban waves in 9-10 months. My last video reporting on a ban wave was 9-10 months ago. I've not found one to this day. That it's not happening anymore. I made a video about it 6 weeks ago. Don't know what's happening with BattlEye. Couldn't tell you. I don't think anyone does, and for obvious reasons. BattlEye doesn't really give out information like that. They're not going to say, oh, we're currently tied up with, I don't know, this game, so we're just going to have a break from this game. They won't say that, you know, so there's going to be no update on that. It's basically just going to be, the game just goes to complete garbage until BattlEye decides to come back and do something. And on top of that, what usually happens is around, So let's say BattleEye implements a way to detect cheaters using a certain type of cheats or certain types of cheats. Okay, I can't put my bat away. That's great. What they'll do is very smart how they do it. They won't immediately implement it and ban the people who do it instantly. They'll put them on a list. Every time a person trips the detection or the alarm, they go on a list. And what usually happens is this detection will go into a wipe. And then to keep the wipe stable, 5 weeks into the wipe, they'll do a ban wave. So not only will BSG remove features from cheats, 5-6 weeks into that wipe, the cheats that did make it past that stage will then have a ban wave. So then what happens is by about 6 to 8 weeks into any given wipe, you have 20, 30, 40,000 manual bans. Great for the game. Then on top of that, you also have 20, 30, 40,000 bans via ban waves. So it kind of keeps the game stable. Or don't get me wrong, you still notice, oh, cheating's kind of bad right now. Oh, cheating's not so bad this last 2 weeks. Oh, cheating's getting a little bit bad. And then it can be like that. But sometimes it's great for 2-3 weeks. Sometimes it's absolutely terrible for 6 to 8 to 12 weeks. Currently, the only bans that are happening are manual bans. That is it. There's the only way cheaters are being banned right now is by BSG saying, wow, your stats are inhuman. You are achieving inhuman things in-game consistently. You're banned. You're using a program. For them to do that, the person has to pretty much be rage cheating. They pretty much have to be rage cheating to get manual banned, or they kill a streamer, or they do something to give BSG proof to get banned. They're the only people getting banned right now, is the people that are going blatant. There's no ban waves. Only blatant cheaters are getting banned. On top of that, another issue. They're constantly updating the game at the moment. I remember for around a year or two, the game was kind of stable. There wasn't many new things going into the game. I remember when Lighthouse came out, there was nothing new going into the game. So they could sort of stay on top of cheating because the game wasn't constantly changing. I think the issue is now is they're constantly changing the game. They're changing audio. They're changing all this stuff that's going on, and that's when bugs and exploits and stuff, they get worse because the game's changing constantly. Like you've seen recently with the exploit to crash people's game or overload their memory in their game and drop them to 3 FPS. That's because the game's constantly changing, and that stuff is just going to keep happening as well. There's going to be more exploits in the game. There's going to be more bugs that people can abuse, and then BSG gets tied up fixing those things, or they just don't fix them at all because they're going to change the game 4 weeks later anyway. So what's the point in stopping developing the game to fix an issue when they're going to change the game in 3 weeks anyway, and there's going to be more issues, when they could just let the game be for 6 weeks, then fix all the issues? And I feel like that's what they're doing. They basically just decided, well, we're going to be changing the game again in 4 weeks. We're going to be changing the game again in 8 weeks. So we'll just leave it be how it is now. The cheaters are running around crashing people's game right now. Well, what do? Do we stop development on the game and sort that issue out? No. Well, I guess, I don't know. This is just an assumption of mine. I don't know how game development works, but usually they're pretty quick with that kind of stuff. They get onto that stuff pretty quick. At the moment, they're not getting onto it at all. They're not. So I assumed at the start of Wipe, I thought maybe there's a ban wave coming up, you know? Maybe there'll be a big ban wave coming up and that'll level the game out. No ban wave came. It's been 9 months. So now you have cheats that have a ton of features. You have cheats that aren't getting detected. You have the only types of cheaters that are getting banned are cheaters that are going blatant. Plus on top of that, evading a ban is completely free. Okay? Like free. Doesn't cost $1 if you're a cheater that knows and you've been around for a while and you know how this works. Accounts are $15. So the game is just going to be absolutely terrible right now. Me personally, I wouldn't play it right now. And I always try to find a positive to say about the game. I've always done that. I've always tried to find a positive points to say why you should play the game. You'll never hear me say you shouldn't play the game. But in my honest opinion right now, if you get tilted when a cheater kills you and it annoys you, do not play the game right now, because you're going to be getting killed by closet cheaters a lot, and half the time you won't even know they're cheating, okay? You're going to get rage cheated on a lot. You're going to get killed by people who have probably never even played this game before. Not this game, Tarkov. You're going to get killed by people who have never even played Tarkov before, who literally just bought a $5 cheat for a day, bought a $15 account, and are just running around headshotting everyone. And that person might not even get banned for 3 months. You're probably not going to have fun playing the game right now. If you don't get tilted, if you're able to just, push through that and keep playing, then good luck. But unless there is ban waves start happening, or unless BSG literally halts development on the game and fixes all these issues and starts bumping features out of these cheats, the game is just going to be absolutely terrible to play. I just played it for 8 weeks on Australian servers, and it is insane. Like, I had one stream where it was literally just load in, die, and the deaths were all accounts under 300 hours. And all of them were just incredible players, or instant headshots. All of them were just highly skilled, one-tap warriors. And that's about how much gameplay you'd put on an account in 8 or 9 months. Since the last big ban waves, and since the last massive, like, when the game was actually stable, cheater-wise. And if you're watching this, the people that kill you and you feel weird about it, start taking note of the hours on their accounts. Usually, when the game is in a good state, the hours on those accounts shouldn't be over 500. Okay, they shouldn't be over 500. Cheaters should be getting banned before they hit 500 hours, even closet cheaters. That's because they're putting detections in, there's ban waves on cheats. It's hard to cheat and get away with it consistently. Even closet cheat, if you're really smart and you just wall, yeah, you can maybe get away with it for 2 wipes. At the moment, you can just run around and just headshot people, and cheat's not going to get detected. Take note of the hours on the accounts that kill you. Usually, it should be under 500 hours. Now, it's going up to 1,000 hours. The average cheater has 300 to 1,000 hours right now. I was getting killed by guys with 800-900 hours that would just insta-headshot me on customs. It's like, wow, man, you play like that? You play like that and you're not banned yet? Holy wow, bro. Unless, and it does happen, unless there's a ban wave in the next several ban waves, like, I'm talking, like, it would have to be multiple ban waves in the game in the next, like, 2-3 weeks, which I highly doubt, because they would have done it already. Usually ban waves will happen 6 weeks into wipe at the latest. Usually it's around 4 weeks. So that tells me it's not going to happen. But unless there's a ban wave really soon, which will knock out a chunk of the people cheating, like a quarter, a third, and they'll have to buy a new account again. And the thing is, the reason, like, people always write in my comments, ban waves don't do anything. Well, the thing is, when a ban wave happens, 60% of those people that get banned, most of them just think, oh, I'll just go play another game now. They move on. They move on. They had their 8 weeks of fun cheating and escape from Tarkov on wipe. They move on. They go cheat in another game. I've been a cheater. I know the mindset. They move on. Oh, I got banned. Well, I could buy another account and do it again. Nah, what's going on in this game? I might go play Rust, or I might go, it knocks out a large chunk of them. They can't be screwed going from level 0 to 20 again. They just move on because it's not fun doing the same thing again. Yes, ban waves don't fix the game for eternity, and it doesn't solve the problem, but it solves the problem now, and it stabilizes the game. However, it's not happening now. So you got no ban waves. You've got BSG not doing anything to fix bugs or exploits or cheat features. So you've got cheats that are just adding more and more features, and no one's getting banned, no one's getting detected. The only people getting banned are rage cheating. I mean, even those guys, I saw guys with 1,000 hours that were just headshotting everyone on customs when I was playing. Surprisingly, Indonesia server was better than Australian server. I had to play on Indonesian server. I don't know why. Changed server? I was going to say that, actually. Sometimes certain servers are really bad. For some reason, Australia OCE server was really bad, but then I'd go play on Indonesia server and it wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. Try changing server. Try having a break for a couple of weeks. I don't know. Usually I have a lot of positive things to say. There's none to say at the moment. The game is absolute dog shit. Nothing's getting done. They're obviously focusing their energy on something else. There's obviously something big coming up in the next wipe. They're adding another map. They're adding some massive big change they have to focus on right now, where they're not fixing anything or doing anything that's coming up, which they need to stop and do sometimes. Plus, there's no ban waves. Plus, cheats have all their features back. Plus, no one's getting banned. Have fun. I'll be honest. If I had been playing Tarkov the last 18 months, 2 years, I probably would have stopped playing and played something else this wipe. This last 8 weeks that I just played, I probably would have went off and played something else and got bored because some of those nights where I was playing, I was streaming it. If any of you guys were here, it was literally just load in, die instantly, load in, die instantly, load in, die instantly, and it was all accounts that were like under 800 hours all night long, like 9 hour streams of just dying to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 hour accounts all night long, like 10, 12 hours of just that all night. If I hadn't have been excited to come back and play the game again, I wouldn't have done that. Like, you'd have to be crazy just to sit there and do that. Like, or just not enjoy playing any other game. My advice would be, and I never say this, go play something else for a while, because you're gonna be that dude who just sits there and complains about the game. Your job isn't streaming. You don't have to sit there and play a game that isn't taking care of its player base, and uh, yeah, if you don't go play something else for a while, you're just going to get cheated on. BSG obviously has a lot going on right now. They're not doing anything for their game when it comes to cheating. BattleEye, don't know what's going on with them. They're not doing anything for BSG right now. So that's, yeah.